I've got a run of new videos coming out shortly. I've been sort of obsessed with copper top guitars. Perry Ormsby in Australia has been doing a lot of cool copper top guitars, and different chemical effects will leave different reactions on copper. Then if you seal them with a lacquer or wax, you get this really cool look. Basic Copper in Carbondale, Illinois sent me some samples to play around with. I purchased a sample pack and realized I could have a lot of fun with this, and they were kind enough to donate a roll for the cause. So thank you for that. They have different sizes from, what is this? 1 mil, 1.4, 3, 5, 10, 22. This sampler pack was $44 that I paid for. I realized I think I needed about an 8 mil sheet. 10 seemed a little bit too thick, but this felt sort of pliable just enough. And they have different sizes available. And they also have different patinas already done and sealed. So if you're going to be doing a custom countertop or you want to do a running guitars, you can actually purchase this all done already. Being the tinkerer that I am, I want to figure out how to do it myself. I love the different effects. There was a red and black copper top that I saw that Perry had done. He posted it on Facebook, and I was like, I need to know how to do that. It wasn't even like, well, maybe I should get into this. Again, I ended up buying a bunch of material in the sampler pack and realized, wow, this is something I really want to do. So one of the first things I did, of course, was scroll through YouTube and figure out how to do some of these myself. And there's a gazillion different ways and finishes. I ended up buying a book from a professional, went on Amazon and found that there are just so many different techniques on here to do this. This cool book is Patina by Matthew Runfellow. And he's got the different mixes and different color techniques to get where you want to go. Copper really has a lot of blues and blue hues and blacks depending on what material you're putting on. This is the one I'll be probably testing first off. The different chemical combinations can be extremely toxic, noxious gases, and I kind of want to stay away from those. Some of the stuff I've been playing with already, this is copper and vinegar. So I took a little bit of vinegar in solution, just dipped it in here and let it sit. And initially it sort of lightened up the copper, and then as it sort of reacted over time, it turned a little bit blue. I did that and ammonia and salt, and this is ammonia and salt, and over time it turned really blue. And you can see that in the video. I've got loaded a time lapse of it going through. I then took an 8 mil piece, let it air out in muriatic acid. So I fumigated it, just like I age my hardware for the Jack Daniels guitar. This one actually is pretty cool. It's more dotty, I guess. I don't know. It's got more like spores or whatever. I played around with this for a little bit just to see how much time and effort it would take to do this. It doesn't look like it's going to be a significant time process, so my fear was that this was going to take years for it to do. It doesn't look like it. When I was playing around with the ammonia chloride, I soaked this one in the solution, let it just sit in the solution. Different strengths and different solutions, different grades, different mixes. There's a gazillion ways to do this. This is ammonia chloride on 2 different types of copper. This sat for about a day. This was about 3 days, and you can see the different coloration that happens. So what I really want to learn is how long do you have to let some of this sit to get these types of effect. Make sure when you're applying this stuff to your top that you've actually got a copper grade glue. This is a TC20 premium copper adhesive. You want to put it on with a roller and roll it on, make sure it sticks on. Some of the other glues won't stick as well to the copper, so make sure you guys get the right glue. Again, this is TC20 from Veneer Supplies. I purchased a couple years ago when I was playing around with some of these other samples that you see here. I've got a 4 feet by 18 inch roll, so I should be able to get a couple different guitars out of this. I definitely want to do this first, and that requires some sawdust, and I think it's sodium chloride or ammonia chloride. We'll see what happens. I got to get this all laid out, but I want to at least get a video because they were kind enough to get this out. If you guys have done some of this before, would appreciate some of your feedback. Like I said, you can buy the patinas already done, but I want to do it on my own. So look for a new series here coming up on copper tops, and I'll show you guys what I've learned. And hopefully I won't invest too much money like I've done in everything else. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.